Cap Neo here, and we're doing a quick look at the band IQ, which is definitely one of the OG Neoprog bands. Their first album right here, Tales from the Lush Attic, which I also have on vinyl, but I'm going to pull that out. This is a remastered one from, I think, 2005, something like that, with extra stuff. 30th anniversary, 2013, sorry. Great album. Last Human Gateway, probably the one track that everybody knows of. This one also has an extra DVD with a live concert, some extra MP3s and stuff on it. So I picked this up as soon as it came out, as I shifted towards CDs. So that's the first album they make back in '84. The next one is The Wake here, which is from like 2000. This is the 2010 remastered on it here. Another definitely better production than the original one. Still similar style. Neoprog for sure. The Wake IQ. Then something happens, a little change, a shift in style and a shift in personnel. This is Nam Zamo, and this is from '87. And Peter Nichols leaves the band, and Paul Menley, M-E-N-E-L, joins on vocals. Rest of the band, Mike Holmes, Martin Orford, Tim Eskew, and Paul Cook. Kind of the standard operation there. Guys have been with them for most of the time. Certainly Mike Holmes has been with them all the time. He's kind of the mastermind of the band. Shift towards a little more of an AOR style. It's unusual. This album and then Are You Sitting Comfortable, which I have here too, were released in America. So I guess it was sort of an attempt to be a little more commercial. Here's Are You Sitting Comfortably, also released in America on the Squonk label. Again, with Paul singing in also again. Then by the time we get to Ever, Peter's back. Now this again gets them back to their original Neoprog style. Now we see JJ joins the band, John Jowett on bass. So we have Mike, Martin, Paul, and John, and then Peter back on vocals. They played all of this. Let me go back at Progstock in '18. I was there. But to cycle back a little bit, they played the first Prog Fest in LA in 1993, which I was not there because I didn't know it existed. And I've talked to Greg Walker on it several times. How did anybody know that the festival existed? Because it was 93, 94, 95, 97, and 2000. I was at all the other ones because this is no internet. How do we even know it was there? So they did play in '93 in Los Angeles, but I was not present at the time. So that's Ever, like I said. So then the first time I really get to see him is in '03. This is the Seventh House. I think it's when they play Progeny in London, and they do an acoustic set there. And that's the first time I see him. This is Seventh House. Then Dark Matter comes out in '04, and they play Nearfest in '05. Fantastic show. Do Harvest of Souls, which is on here, which I consider one of the great epic tracks of all time. Actually got to hear it before anybody else did. Martin Orford played it for us at Ross Fest when he was with Jadis. Played the whole 23, 24 minute, whatever it is, somewhere in there, track. It was before the album came out. And then they played in '05 at Nearfest. Got to see him there. Got to talk to Martin and JJ. There was the last time. And Andy Edwards played drums with him at '05 at Nearfest. It was the last time I saw him with Martin. He leaves the band. Then they do in '05, but it was before this album was not out yet when they played at Nearfest. So this Subterranea, I think most people consider this as like their greatest album. And it's a fantastic album. It's got an epic track, the Narrow Margins on it, definitely fantastic. In Frequency, which they do play, and I see them at 3RP in Pittsburgh, and Martin Orford's now gone, and JJ is still with them on bass, and Paul Cook is back on drums. Got to see him with Paul there. Again, great album. Closer is one of their great songs. It's on here. Now, next up from 2014 is Road of Bones, another double CD. Another great album by them. Don't see him again until Prague Stock in 2018, which this is from 2015, Road of Bones. Up next is Resistance from 2019, but before that I saw them again at Prague Stock in 2018. They played, so this is before this album. It was after Road of Bones, but before this. But they played all of Ever. That was one of the things they did. And I got to see him there at Prague Stock in 2018. Then this album comes out after that, after they played at Prague Stock. Then just most recently is Dominion, which is the last album they made, and the last time I saw them was on the cruise in 2025. This album had just come out. They had it there to purchase, but for some reason I didn't. I ended up buying it later when I got home. There's a weird thing with the cruise, and when they're in the port, the merch isn't open, so somehow I got past. They were absolutely fantastic every time, but this time I thought they sounded better than any time I ever saw them. And I think I mentioned this before. The sound in the theater was just fantastic for everybody. The sound guys really had it dialed in. Rob Aubrey, who's their sound man and their producer and engineer, everything, he was there. He's also I've seen him with Jadis and Pendragon and all a bunch of other of the Neoprog bands. He's kind of like the guy that handles all sound for them. But again, this is their most recent album, Dominion, from IQ, one of my absolute favorite bands. Hopefully see him again sometime.